street line, Sheriff Miller by his side, lively bluegrass, hearts alive.
Alrighty, got a studio full of folks this morning. Good morning, Bat.
Morning, Bobby. How are you?
All right.
Another great day with the sheriff here on my right. I just want to go a few things before we introduce our guest from Morley Stanwood, Mohawk.
Got to say, brought to you by Big Rapids Tire and by Zott's Bar and Grill.
You just did.
I did now, so
I don't have to do it.
Yeah, if you want to do it again, you can. More the merrier.
You said you have to do it. You did it.
Yeah,
so it's done.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a deep breath. Thanks, Zott's Bar and Grill there, Roxanne and Doug down there, right across from the weed shop there, and across from what was the other? There's a house there, but anyway, they're on North State. And then Big Rapids Tire, Andrew Brock, great guy down there, does everything in plus tires. Big Rapids Tire. All right, before we get started though, I promised John All's house. He's Lions of Michigan. They're proud to be from Michigan, you and me, whatever. I can't remember the words. Jack Frizzell and I were in the club for many years, and we never could remember the words.
So was I.
After that. You were?
Yes, sir.
Really? Are you still?
I had to step away a little bit with having kids and time management.
Yeah. Well,
I will say they just donated this week $500 to our victim services unit. So we're for a victim advocate. So
they're great.
Lions Club is awesome.
Yep. So, and that being said, they have a big golf outing coming up, and he wanted me kind of tell you about that June 18th at the Clear Lake Golf Club. It's a scramble format. Shotgun starts at 10 a.m. If you can get up by 9 to be there to register. Once again, it's June 18th. 4-man scramble team. Entry is $340 per 4 persons. So that's not too bad, is it?
No.
A little over $80 probably a piece there, huh? But anyway, so kind of, if you want to support a good cause, the Lions Club, they give back to the community everything. There's no administrative cost in the Lions Club. Nobody's like the CEO getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's all going back into the community. So come out June 18th. Now, one more, the veterans that dear to everyone here. If it wasn't for the veterans, we wouldn't be here right now. We'd be King Chong. They're having a golf outing this Saturday, so if you want to support the veterans, you can still get in the golf outing. That, again, is at Clear Lake. Starts Saturday morning, I believe, at 10 o'clock. I think if you even get there Saturday morning, you can probably register and get in there to play. I think they need some more players. I think it'll be a great day, and you'll see some real American heroes. So that's this Saturday at Clear Lake. So come on out. I'll be there. And I don't know, are you golfing in it, Brian?
No, Cooper has a baseball tournament that weekend.
Well, before we introduce our guest, I would like to say last night we had a baseball game. Brian's the coach, does a nice job with those kids. I don't know what he's giving them in the dugout, but it's a little bag. It looks like...
They're gummies, Pat.
Gummies?
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Yeah, I love it. I think you're a great coach out there, and I'm not just blowing smoke to you. I think they had some good coaches too over there on the sidelines for Remus there at Chippewa Hills. They've always had a tradition of good baseball players, and up and coming looks like they're going to be pretty good.
Couple good pitchers.
Yeah, and you guys played hard. Time ran out, so you had to quit. Thank the Lord. It rained a little bit there off and on, but it was a lot of fun. You know, that age group, I think Jack's 10, and I think you have some 12-year-olds on that group.
We have, Louis Hatchew.
Yeah. But good ball players. They went down to defeat last night, 8-7, but it wasn't without a big hit by Cooper Miller. He put one out there in center fielder and scored 2.
Scored 1, but yeah, he's got a lot behind him to put out there.
Well, I love the guy. He's got a good personality. He's got a good bat and back.
Not afraid of anything.
Played pretty good too, you know.
And Jack pitched well.
Yeah, he did for his first time. You know, I was pretty proud of him. He was pretty disappointed that he lost the game for you guys. But I told him somebody has to.
Yeah, but Jack, you know what you're going to get out of him. He's just such an unassuming person. But enough about us.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Now we're going to go on to the Morley Stanwood softball team this morning. I think I'll just go ahead and let you guys introduce yourself and tell us about yourself a little bit. We have 2 players, right? Yep, we have Madeline and Lanny.
Maddie and Laney.
Maddie and
Laney. We'll go there.
Coach Smith, right?
Darling now, Pat.
Okay,
Coach Darling.
She's always going to be a
A
Smith.
Smith, yes.
Yeah,
St.
yeah,
Mary's.
Always.
I remember her from St. Mary's. She was a tremendous ball player at St. Mary's basketball team back in the day. Did you guys go undefeated back then?
Yeah, we did.
Eric Williams was your coach?
No, my dad coached us.
Oh, that's right. Yep,
Yep.
yep. So, did you get beat at all during your 7th and 8th grade?
I mean, probably once in a while, but
Yeah,
we were a pretty solid group.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Brian, we got 3 girls here. We'll start off with
Lainey.
Maddie? Lainey. Vanguard, that's a pretty popular name down there.
Yeah.
Her dad's one of our sergeants.
Okay,
Yep.
John.
And mom is one of
Emily?
probably she's a goddess when it
Oh,
comes to
great.
CMH
Yeah.
and mental health in the area. I mean, just she's yeah.
So,
I say goddess.
how many
but she's
siblings do you
important
have?
to everybody.
Huh?
How many siblings?
I got one.
Older or younger?
Younger.
So you are mentoring her or him?
Yeah, her.
Her? How old is
Lexi.
she?
She's 13.
Okay, playing ball too, eh?
Yeah, she's a 7th grader.
She's one of our managers on the ball team, on the high
Okay.
school team.
Yeah.
She's a
What
good
is
ball
it-
player as well.
What is it about Morley Stanwood and their athletic department? I mean, every team down there is very competitive. You've won some state championships in different categories, and it's just a lot of pride down there, isn't there, girls? Huh?
Yeah.
What motivates you?
I think just the hard work that goes into everything. Everyone wants to succeed.
You got a tradition down there that you kind of want to follow, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's your record right now?
19-8.
19-8. So, what was your biggest defeat? Who was your best team that you guys went up against through this year that you thought that was probably just absolutely better?
Probably when we played Kent City.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
always tough, eh?
They're not better, though.
Yeah.
Well, I
Probably
like
should
that.
have beat them, but
Madeline says they're not better though.
So they're what 19-8, 13-3 in the they just won their conference actually yesterday. I mean,
Yes.
you got a share of it a couple nights ago, but
Right, and then
won it
Central-
outright.
Yep, won it outright last night. We started the season real hot, right on top. These girls hit the ball really well. All good, competitive ball players, softball players, and that's what I've been waiting for. So we started off hot. We were kind of coasting a little bit, but we still won the conference outright. These girls play really, really well together.
I kind of wonder, are you guys like close to a home run record for this team? I got to believe so with the two of them here and Sage, and I'm not sure if Taylor's hit any out, but that's
Yep.
every time you look around, one of the girls on that team is hitting one.
Yep,
Inside the park or outside the park?
outside.
Really?
Yeah.
yep.
So did you go to camps for this to be this good in any other sport?
I played travel softball in
Okay.
the summers and all around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
where did you get your athletic ability from?
Oh, man.
Mom or dad?
Oh,
Definitely.
man.
Mom or dad?
Dad. No, I'm just kidding, both.
Yeah. Did your mom play?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did play softball?
Yeah, she went to Everett High School.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got a great tradition up there now too, don't they?
Yep.
You guys play ever?
We have in a tournament already this year, but not again.
How'd you fare with them?
We lost 10-2, but we scored on them. We're the only team in that tournament who scored against them, so.
Wow, yeah, that's quite an accomplishment. Yeah. Right. You play Big Rapids then?
We're gonna play them on the 22nd, right?
Couple weeks here.
Wow, that'll be is that a regular game or just tournament or
Just a regular game. We wanted something before districts. Dawn and I talked, and we needed a little competition before district play. So,
and that's pretty good competition, isn't it?
oh yeah.
Yeah. What's chances on there? What 50-50 or you put yourself up against Big Rapids because
I'd
they
say
won.
50-50 just because they've been so good for so
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
Dawn's an amazing coach.
Yeah.
I've learned some stuff from her, so
Yeah,
it's
you went
always-
to Morley Stanwood, right, Lauren? Mm-hmm. So you played softball for them, obviously.
Yeah, yep.
So how did you guys do back in the day? Pretty good.
I mean, we were good, yeah.
You always have been good down here. Is what I'm trying to say. Have you ever had an off year?
Only when coaches changed.
Okay.
I feel like, cultures change when a
Yeah.
coach comes in. So, but our senior year, we went to quarters, and we were the first team to do
Yeah.
that at Morley
Yeah.
Stanwood. So, and these girls winning the league, yesterday has been a huge accomplishment for me as a coach because I haven't done that yet. So
You guys don't have a big turnover in coaching.
no,
Morristown.
No.
Traditionally, like Clark Hunty, is it?
Clark and
He coached for how many years?
a lot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And before him, you had Ford down there for
Yeah.
many years. You know, Big Rapids, Brian, once in a while we'll see a different change in baseball, and
Right.
all our coaching staffs, kind of. But Morristown doesn't do that. They went like your mother. Whose mother's the coach?
Mine.
Yeah. And her name is...
Robin Koju.
Everybody knows that name in Big Rapids because your mother's a tremendous coach. I mean, I've never met her, I don't think, but I know of her. And
so is her
when
dad.
it comes, yeah?
Yep, Matt is too.
Okay. But I know traditionally your mother expects to be right there at the top level every year with those volleyball players, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many years has she been coaching?
Like, I think 20.
Since I was in school. So
Wow.
There's
Yeah,
just
see that? Yep, let me...
Get a little bit closer to the mic when you're talking.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. Who are you talking to, Bobby? Just watch Bob how he talks into that mic. When he
Right
talks,
into
he
it.
gets right up in there. But anyway, yeah. So your mother, what has she done for you? The biggest asset that she's given you? What do you think? I know your talent, but what does she ever talk to you about? Like when you're down, does she bring you back up or?
Yeah,
what?
she just makes sure I don't ever get down on myself and like to get over mistakes because they don't matter that much in the future.
Now you play volleyball too. I know we're talking
Yeah.
about softball, but you both play volleyball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do all the softball players come out for volleyball?
Most of them.
Do you have cuts?
Not really.
Oh, you don't? Everybody makes the team?
Well, we do, but there's not that many people that try out.
Okay, because they know that
Yeah.
you guys are the top.
Yeah.
How many's on a volleyball team? Like 12?
Like 12, yeah.
Yeah. I got that number right. Hey, Ben,
Yeah.
any questions, Brian? Go ahead. I talked too much.
No. So I guess what's been your the biggest wins you guys have had this year that maybe have gotten you to that 19-8 mark?
Probably Central Montcalm. We haven't beat them in the future in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a big win.
How many coaches have you had in softball in your life? This life?
Like main coaches?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. One?
Yes.
Wow.
Her.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. So how do you think that really benefits the player?
Yeah, I feel like making a bond with your coach really helps with how you play.
What has she done to make you better? I know it's a tough question. She's sitting right next to you, but you can be honest here. Bob, we won't hold it against her, will we? No. What do you think her biggest asset is as far as
She
a coach?
really pushes us to be our best and sees potential in everyone.
She'll make you run a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. But just pushes you in a good way, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, you sit there and think you're the best. You got that. How about you, Randy?
I've had about 3. I've had 3 main coaches, yep.
And who were they before?
I've had Steve Loonsfoot from Shepherd for my travel team and Tim Englehart.
Okay. Now, you don't play, is it Maddie?
Yeah.
Maddie, you don't play travel team?
No, I play travel volleyball all year round.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I would suspect that. Yeah. How's that going?
It's good.
Yeah. What do you like the best? Volleyball?
Probably volleyball.
Yeah.
But softball's a close second.
Your mother played volleyball, obviously.
Yeah.
Where'd she play?
She played at, I don't know,
That's all right.
but she played at Michigan State and then went to Central.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Boy, Morristown got lucky. I wonder how we passed up on that one, Brian.
I don't know. Well, Chris Hunty maybe? I don't know.
Wow. So what did your mother and your father both are from where?
My dad's from Midland and my Millington.
Oh, Millington. That's over in the sun.
Yeah,
By
Millington.
Bad Axe and up in that area on
Yeah.
53. I know where Millington is. Yeah, a lot of good horsemen come from Millington. Yeah, Norm Forsythe was one of them. So anyway, your mother went to that school and played volleyball.
Yeah.
And then she went to Michigan State. And then where did she go after that? Michigan
CMU.
State. Oh, she did go
Yeah.
to Central?
Yeah.
She played volleyball there too?
Yeah.
Wow, she's got quite a career. We should have her on when the volleyball
Yeah,
season
you
starts.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, I
amazing.
like those successful stories. How old is your mother? No, I'm only kidding you. She's done a lot. You were ready to say it. Your mother would have said, you tell him. No, that's great. How many years has your mother been down there, though?
Like 20.
What's it like to have your mother as a coach?
It's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard to listen to her all the time from being at home with her.
Right.
It's good though.
But I mean, she shows that she's successful.
Yeah.
So you can't really say, Ma, you don't know what you're talking about. So many parents will sit on the sidelines, holler at their kid, and instead of encouraging them, they just do it the opposite. Make them mad about it. Hey, Dad, how many games did you play? None, but I know the game. And your mother, on the other hand, knows the game. So you got to kind of listen to her, and if you're going to be successful. And I think probably you'll want to go to college someday.
Yeah, I hope to.
Yeah. Good for you.
Or her sister is, Piper.
Yeah.
She's going to school for volleyball, correct?
Yeah, she's going to Madonna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a prestigious little area, isn't it? Yeah, good for her. She's doing well down there?
Yeah.
How did she pick that college? They picked her?
Well, they asked her to come visit, and she went down there and really loved it. Loved the campus.
Well, your mother must have a lot of connections with colleges.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so does my dad from being at Ferris this past year.
Okay.
Her dad.
Oh, yeah, I know your dad. I met him.
Yeah.
Yes, very nice guy. Yeah, I know
I
him.
see him at church, too.
Yeah, real nice guy, yeah. Well, you're lucky. You got good
Yeah.
blood in you. Yeah, you're thankful for that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, now I know who we're talking about here. But anyway, so I'm talking too much about your mom, probably, aren't I?
That's all right.
But I just love where everybody comes from. All right, now the Bongards. Do you know Owen Bongard? Aura?
No.
I think it must be.
Her dad's from Barrington and went to Chip Hills.
Okay, so it'd be his great uncle probably. Okay, I'll get off track there. Ron Bongard, is that a relation? No?
I don't believe so.
More?
I don't know John's family.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, well, you're going to know what time we're done with this show. No, the Bongards, they're from Morley Stanwood too.
No.
Huh?
They're from Barrington area.
Well, some are.
Yeah,
But
most
like
of them.
Ron
So I know.
Bongard, he's from Morley Stanwood. He was on your school board there. You remember him, Lauren?
Yes.
But no relation, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, well, I know I'm not related to the football Curry either. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right, Justin, that's right, you're right. I meant the other one. But anyway, all right, Lauren, what got you into coaching?
Oh, I just, I've grown up around sports. My dad coached us for years, and I liked the coaching aspect more than the actual playing, so.
You liked playing for your dad, didn't you? I remember going to your games.
So do I.
Sometimes.
I think I read some, actually.
But he was a good coach, wasn't he?
Oh, he's fabulous.
That's one thing I hate in life is when they say, well, you were. What do you mean you were? Well, he was. That means we're getting old and we're done, right? But you're not done. So what's your goal like this year? What do you see you guys doing with softball?
Well, our first goal was to win the conference. We accomplished that. So our next one is a district title, hoping to succeed through that and get to regionals. So
Who did you guys draw in districts this year?
We
and
drew-
where are they?
Yep, they're at Central. We drew Lakeview for the first game.
Okay.
The other two teams are Central and Chip Hills. So
And have you played either of them?
we played Central, beat them 3 out of 4 times, and we play Chip on Monday.
Okay.
So
Wow. Are they pretty good this year? I haven't followed them.
they're pretty decent. They got another new coach, but he was from a travel ball area, so he's pretty decent.
How about in today's world, I look at these two girls and they're very well, look like they respect people pretty much. Do you find it's hard to coach some kids today, or do you think kids are coming around that they really want to excel in what they're doing?
When I started,
Yeah.
it was a little more difficult. I think more it's the parents now. Sorry guys, but the kids, but the kids really respond well to me. I'm lucky. They're really good kids.
Yeah,
So.
what I do as a grandpa, all my grandkids that are at an age playing the little league and the little volleyball and all this and that, I always make sure my wife drops in 2 Benadryls in my coffee before the game starts, so that I sit there and like a duh. What happened
Is that
there?
what happened? Is that what happened last night?
Yeah, no, I try to be really settled in my chair because I watch others and it's embarrassing. I really feel like, wow, these kids are 10, 11-year-old kids and they're on the spotlight right now and they're expected to play like major leaguers,
Yep.
I just feel bad for them when they do get, hey, Johnny, you missed that ball. Well, Daddy, you weren't any better,
Yeah.
It's too bad we don't have films of ourselves sometimes, but yeah, it is pretty sad, isn't
And
it?
at this level, it's different. I coached the 3rd grade basketball league,
Oh,
the
yeah.
boys. whew, that was different. But yeah, it's that kind of stuff. It's like they're third graders.
But when I remember coaching Cameron's group, myself, John Osaski, Jason Lisinski, John Zyko, Duke, Tim Heiss, we all coached those guys, and we got them to like juniors. And then that next year I had to go down to T-ball with Cooper.
Yeah.
And, to get to that level and then to go back down and start all over again, it's...
It was an eye-opener.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But, if you look at it, what else would you be doing right now if you weren't doing this, Lauren? If you weren't coaching, what would you be doing?
Just running my kids to their ball games. Yeah. That's the hardest part about coaching, and I think Maddie's mom, Robin, can attest to this. When they were younger, missing your own kids' stuff is difficult.
Yeah.
But,
the other thing is, don't you ever sometimes sit there as a coach, go to the parent, you'd like to say to them, you want to do this job? You come out. Can you do it better than me? Come on out. I need some help.
Right.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever said that to anybody? Have you,
no,
Brian?
I have not.
I've thought it a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, thought it, yes.
Yeah. But, I don't know. That's not going to change, because I tell you what, when it's your child, especially as a grandpa and grandma, when they're sitting there, that's the joy of their life right now, is that kid playing ball. So I kind of understand where they're coming from. You're sitting there, you're tensed up, and all of a sudden your emotions get carried away, and all of a sudden you blad out something that you say, oh, wish it was like a fishing line, I could reel that back in.
Every day.
Yeah, really. I know it. But Lauren, we're going to take a break here, and Brian, then we'll introduce everybody again.
Yeah.
At 20 after 9, we want to thank our sponsors, Bob Aldridge Show. Here, we'll be right back.
All right. When was the last time you checked your tires? At Big Rapids Tire, they know how important it is to keep your ride smooth, safe, and reliable. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating tough weather, a fresh set of tires ensures you're ready for anything. Their expert team will help you find the perfect tires for your car and get you back on the road with confidence. Brakes, alignments, struts, and shocks, they do those as well. Don't wait for a blowout, or worse, visit Big Rapids Tire for unbeatable prices, quality, and peace of mind. Big Rapids Tire, Northland Drive, just north of town. Come say cheers at Zott's Bar and Grill in Big Rapids. Great food, great prices, and great people, where everybody knows your name. Zott's, people's choice for best soup. You don't want to miss their award-winning burgers and chili as well. Originally opened in 1933 and serving it up ever since. Seasonal beers on tap. Located at 732 North State Street in Big Rapids. Roxanne and Doug at Zott's Bar and Grill are proud sponsors of the Signature Player of the Week for the Curries Hot Stove League every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. And it is the Curries Hot Stove League. So
Welcome back, Brian. I'll let you introduce our guest again here.
All right, we got Lainey, Maddie, Coach Lauren, or Miss Lauren as she was referred to when she was at St. Mary's for a larger group of our kids in preschool back in the day.
Wow, yeah. Time flies. What years were that in St. Mary's? 2003?
No,
2000.
I think 2008
Okay.
to 18 maybe.
So how did you get where you're at today then? What steps were you taking back in the day to get to where you're at now?
Well, I graduated college, actually worked for Chris Hunty, Maddie's aunt, at the daycare for a while, and then I worked with Trisha Quant at St. Mary's and started coaching there too. And then once my kids got through preschool, an opportunity came up at Morley Stanwood, and that's where I wanted to coach.
Are you teaching now too down there?
So I do, the BIC room is kind of like detention for us old people, the detention room.
Yeah.
She called herself an old person.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I work with the kids that need a little extra support, behavioral wise, and then I just started coaching. I was an assistant for a year, and then Ashley left and I stepped in. So
What's the answer to get rid of that personality, the kids that are having troubles in school as far as attitudes? What do you think we can do as a society? I know we're jumping course off softball, but what's your answer if you had an answer?
my biggest thing is relationship with them. A lot of the kids that I work with don't have great home lives or relationships at home.
Yeah, I agree, because you know what, I've seen a lot of those kids come in the gas station over the years, and other people come and say that kid's a bad, you know what. I suppose he's one of the nicest kids that I know in Big Rapids. He's not that way with me at all. They want love, don't they? And they want you to make them respect. They want you to
Yeah,
make them
they want a purpose. They want that relationship.
I know I'm interrupting. I'm very good at
go
that,
ahead.
Lauren.
Go ahead.
Have you ever talked to their parents about the issues?
Sometimes. Yeah, we do.
You have the right to do that?
Yeah.
The school doesn't stop you and say, oh, no, you can't touch that. That's out of...
No.
You do talk to them. Mm-hmm. What's their answer? Can't do nothing.
Some answers are different than others. I try my best to connect with them as well so we can work together at home. Sometimes it always doesn't work out. So we just try to give a stronger foundation at school.
So how success rate? You had some success with some kids?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. That's good, yeah. And it's helped the parents. Yeah, because sometimes those parents are in just denial, they don't want to accept what their kid's doing, or it's not their fault, it's all your fault, not my fault. And yeah, you accept that. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. But I do like to bring it up once in a while because maybe it would help somebody later on in life to understand where they're coming from. It's the first thing you got to do. So now you're coaching. Now we're going to go back to your kids. I asked you offline here that how many children you have? 5? Okay. And the oldest is 11?
Well, our oldest is 19.
19.
That's my stepdaughter.
All right.
And she goes to cosmetology school in Mount Pleasant, and then an 11-year-old, 2 9-year-old boys, and then our 9-month-old daughter.
Now, I know you're not this way, but are they trying to live up to your expectations on sports? Are your children?
The middle one is.
They're pretty athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you say one is?
One is very determined. He was having trouble riding a bike this summer, the 2-wheel bike. He could not get it. He said, "Why do I have to ride a bike, Mom? I'm going to be an NBA star."
Oh, yeah. Okay. How old is he
pal.
then?
He's 9.
Oh, wow. Sorry. He knows what he's going
But
after.
he was out this morning before school shooting basket. So if that's your goal, go for it.
Wow. So he played last year?
Yeah.
I wonder if he played against my little grandkids. I want to just touch on one thing. You guys have one of the most beautiful facilities as high schools go
We
in
do
Western
have a nice.
Michigan. I tell you drive by it, but people, if you want to see a nice facility, whoever your architect was, they did a beautiful job. You have nice gyms in there. You girls, I bet, love it, don't you?
Yeah.
I walked in there last winter, and we're in Ann Arbor.
Oh,
And
jeez.
we're in Morley. No, but it's clean too.
Yeah.
I'm so
Their
disappointed
gym has a
in some
nice,
facilities.
real homey feel to it. I think. I think the crowd's kind of right there, and you get probably gets pretty loud in there.
But on the other hand, too, I sat there and I'm not boisterous at the games, but there was some hollering, and these kids were only 7 and 8-year-olds
Yep.
coming from parents like, whoa, these were 7. Bobby, get alive there. You need some coffee or a joint or something, huh? You're tired, aren't you?
Always.
Well, I'm going to check you out. But anyway, so you're going to go into the districts, and the chances you're going to pretty much hopefully win that. And then the regionals get tougher. So where are those cities from? The regionals, like you say.
Our regional it'll be at Chip Hills.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And then I'm not sure. I know that Ravenna is one of the higher expected teams. They are very good.
Are they?
They've had 3 runs scored against them this season.
Wow. How in the beep do they get that good at pitching?
They must have fantastic pitching.
You think it's a guy?
No,
Bob, what
don't
do you
get
think
into
of
that, Pat. Jeez
No,
Louise.
okay. No, but my Lord, but girls, our old timers game, which is coming up in July, we always have it the 3rd of July. Bayshaw puts that on. And we always try to get a softball pitchers, the girls softball. They're hard to hit.
They are.
That is almost harder. I think probably it is for a baseball player to hit a softball than it is baseball.
We have
It
that
is. It's been
conversation all
proven.
the time.
It's been proven.
Is it? Why is that, Lauren? Think it's a faster pitch? Or?
Well, it depends on how fast the pitcher is. They're only 40 feet away. And also the height of the pitcher, because depending on how far they stride, it could be from me to the door away, coming 60, 65 miles an hour from a high school kid.
Which is more like 85 to 95 for a
Right.
baseball pitcher.
Okay.
Right.
So do either one of you pitch?
Yeah, I do.
She pitched the other night.
Yep.
Oh, really? How many innings? The whole game?
Pretty much.
2 in one game,
The
right?
whole game.
Two
What's
in
your
the
record?
first. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that's good. You don't know. Pretty good, Lauren.
She's fantastic. She's also fantastic at shortstop. That's why I hate to pull her from the field because I love to have her glove there. And
Right.
then Maddie is our center fielder. Fantastic. She,
Athleticism up the middle.
yeah, got to have that tough, strong middle core. So,
How many runs have you had on you then?
Probably about 10 on the whole season.
Really?
Yeah.
What? You just throw a fastball right down the middle, eh?
Yeah, I guess so.
And there's a late or whatever, huh?
her changeup is wicked.
Okay, what's a changeup?
It's a pitch that just slows down from your regular fastball and you just move it from inside or outside.
I knew that. I just wanted the audience to know. So, so how do you do that? Who taught you that?
My mom taught me in the front yard.
Right.
Her mom has worked with her a lot,
Yeah.
and dad, but she's awesome.
Wow. So the changeup is your best pitch then, eh?
Yeah, probably.
So they come in too early on it then, eh? If it
Yeah,
slows down.
real early.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Does it drop a little bit too? Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that all with the fingers?
Yeah, it's a certain grip you have to put on the pitch.
Do you ever show your opposition how to pitch that?
No.
I wouldn't. Either. But are you showing your teammates?
Yeah, I show them sometimes how you pitch it and stuff.
And how's that working out?
Most of them just don't understand, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. How many pitchers do you have, Lauren?
We've got 2. They're both freshmen. Lainey and then
You're just a freshman?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you have Taylor.
And you're playing
Schubert.
varsity?
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty good.
They're going to be, over the next couple of years, 2-3 years, they should be, very tough.
How old are you, Maddie, then?
I'm a sophomore.
Oh, you're just a sophomore. Wow, you got
very
a young
young.
team, huh?
Yep. I only have 1 senior. She's my
Wow.
catcher. So
Why is that? What did the other ones just say? This younger group's coming up, and I'm not going to go out because I can't beat them out.
no, I think these girls are more geared towards softball than the years before. So
So how did you handle that the years before? You've always been in contention, right?
yeah.
So how many juniors do you have?
What do we have? 3 girls?
3.
3.
3 girls. Out of that whole class, you only have 3, and then you only have 1 senior. And then the rest are all sophomore and freshman.
Yeah. Well, I graduated 6 seniors last year.
Okay.
So we were senior heavy last year.
Okay.
But yeah.
Does that kind of hurt though when you senior heavy, or you had 16 players? That means these girls behind them aren't going to play. So maybe that's why they don't go out. And you had such a shortcoming to them.
Well, yes, and we actually have JV.
Okay.
We're building our
I was gonna ask
JV
you that.
program back up, so that has helped tremendously.
So you have a JV team this year?
Correct.
So a junior could go play on that JV team.
Yes.
Yeah. A senior couldn't though.
Correct.
Right. Just
Yeah.
a junior.
Yep.
So you have a pretty good following on that team too. How many players on that team?
I think there's 11 or 12.
Okay. How many's on your varsity right now then?
We have 10.
10
And I
players.
brought a couple of the JV up.
Okay. So then, how many play on the field at a time?
9.
9 players. So you have one person sitting there in the booth waiting to play.
Yeah, and usually we use like the DP flex, so one will hit and one will play in the field. So it kind of works out having that amount of, kids, and I'm not having to sit a bunch of girls on the bench.
Because now you don't have any disgruntled people.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. How about you, Brian? How do you like it on your team? Like, how many players do you have on your team?
Are we talking Little League, travel
Yeah,
ball,
your
or
little-
our
your
Little
little
League? We have 10, so we got one kid that we rotate in and out.
Yeah.
And then on the travel team, we have 10 also, so it makes it easy kind of rotating. You get any more than that, and sometimes finding playing time, and makes it a little more difficult.
Blaming the other person, you guys have any of that? Like, oh man, you screwed up, bad time.
Not really.
No, that's good. That's
Not if
pretty
you're going to be successful, you don't.
No, you don't. No, that's right. Yeah. Everybody's accountable for everybody, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. So what's your hitting average?
Mine's 520 right now.
Wow, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're going against some good pitchers.
Yeah.
That, I mean, don't get very many hits off. I mean, you're 520.
Yeah.
Wow. How about you, Lanny?
480, I think.
That's all. Oh, Lanny. Oh, you're only 480.
Freshman.
Boy, in baseball, you're lucky to be 250, 285, right? Ryan?
Right.
Wow. So what makes you guys such great hitters? Just natural ability,
Hitting
good
all
bloodlines?
those home runs.
Huh?
Hitting all those home
Oh,
runs.
hitting all those home runs.
Yeah.
And you're a freshman, you're hitting home runs?
Yeah.
Wow. That
Well, they have Sage Osowski too,
Yeah,
who's
she
probably
has
she might be
10.
leading
She's got
the team.
10 home runs.
That's
10.
Rick and Angie Osowski's daughter. They're
Wow.
the youngest.
Yeah. So you guys are really living the dream right now, aren't you? You know, 20
Yeah.
years down the road, you're going to look back or you're going to get a hold of your old teammate, look at each other and say, geez, we were playing ball the other day. We were on the radio. I can't remember that old man's name, but he didn't look as old as he really was, but he sure talked like it. But now we're 20 years later, looking back at your years of coming up. You got 2 more years, but what's the fondest one right now in your life? The fondest memory?
Just like celebrating with our teammates and stuff, and after all those wins this year,
But
it's pretty amazing.
your own accomplishment, which one would you say your fondest memory? I loved your answer, by the way. That's what makes a team successful. It's just like in a gas station. It takes the team to make a gas station successful, or a sheriff's department, whatever. So I like that. But your own accomplishment, what one would you say is the one that's always you're gonna remember that?
Hitting the first home run because it was a field 220 at White Cloud, which is the longest field in our league. So
Wow, that is 220.
yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good, isn't it, Brian?
Was it on a line or was there some air under it?
Now there's some air under it.
Your mama taught you to hit like that?
That one might have been my dad, but
Right? Where'd your dad go to school?
Chip Hills.
Okay, I'm sorry. But what? No, I'm only kidding. I love Chip Hills. They have a great program over, especially in baseball. I think they have a very good. And your dad played baseball?
Yep.
Yeah. That's great. How about you, Maddie?
For softball,
Yeah. What's your fondest memory so far?
probably winning conference.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. How about your own though? What did you accomplish that you're looking back at right now, saying, "Wow, I did a pretty good job there"? Did you strike out anybody that you
I don't pitch. Probably a home run too.
home run too, eh?
It feels good coming
Yeah.
off the bat.
And how many again did you have this year?
4.
Wow. And yours?
4.
4 and 4. That's 8. Brian,
Yeah.
what do you think of those girls?
I think they're pretty. That's why I reached out to Lauren and wanted to get them on because I know the season they're having, and I know probably 3 or 4 of the girls that are on the team.
Yeah.
I've known them since a young age. I think I might have coached Maddie in upward basketball. I know I coached Piper, and I've known Lainey since she was born. So, I just knew a bunch of them and knew Lauren from way back and thought with the season they're having, why not get them on and let's talk about the season, talk about where they are and why they are where they are.
Well, I'll stop you there now. Why they're there is because of the parents. You guys have great parents, don't you?
Yep.
Loving parents. Do you ever tell your parents you love them for everything they've given you? I know you're pretty young and I'm kind of asking questions out of the air here, but I do that sometimes. I just wonder, do you realize how lucky you are? Do you look at other students in your school and say, why did God gift me with the greatest parents on earth? Do you ever ask yourself that?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty amazing having such good parents who push you hard and stuff.
Yeah. Maddie?
Yeah.
Huh?
They're good.
Yeah,
They're good.
That's good. Yeah. No, they are. You've got great. Now that Brian reminded me who your dad was. Yeah, he's a very fine young man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he helps you a lot in volleyball too. Then,
Yeah.
because they're both volleyball fanatics, aren't they?
Yeah. And my dad played at CMU baseball too.
Oh, he did. Yeah. And so, who would you say is the most instrumental person in your life? Or am I putting you on the spot? And you can have 50-50 if you want.
Probably my mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because you're a girl?
Well, yeah, I can talk to her about anything and she really pushes me to be my best. My dad's pretty great too though.
Yes, he
He
is,
really
yeah.
teaches me everything I know.
Well, he's a big part of that Ferris program up
Yeah.
there, isn't it? That was a heartbreaker. Were you out there for that game?
Yeah.
Oh, you
It
were?
was- Yeah.
Did you learn anything from that experience?
Just got to get over losses, move on to the next year.
What causes a loss, do you think?
probably getting down on yourself. It really, if one person gets down, then the whole team gets down, and it just...
I went to a Ferris game, actually more than one, Penny, and I really enjoyed it. And this year, hopefully, we're going to go to all of them. I think it's one of the sports that's been hidden for a lot of years.
Yeah.
But I went to them last year at Ferris, and I saw that. When you saw one person get down, it was almost like they got really flat. And that's a shame, because they came back and they won the game. Actually, they won both of them in close battle. But you could see where, boy, if that one little play didn't happen, that other team's going to the championship. But that was unfortunate, because I think the world of Tia. I think she's one of the best volleyball coaches. I obviously, everybody does around here. And then your dad being a big part of that too, But your dad, does he help you a lot in softball then?
Yeah, a lot.
Does he?
Sometimes
Because
not
he's
too much, but...
Yeah. How does he correlate the two sports, softball and baseball? Well, I think you alluded to the fact that you have to focus on winning. You can't get down on yourself. So he's probably instilled that in you, just never to get down. What do you think, Lauren? That's so important, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
How do you do that as a coach? Because I know you're a winner. You're very competitive. I think most coaches are very competitive. That's a no-brainer. But what do you say to your team, like when you go up against a team like Kent City, or I'm just going to say Shepherd? It sticks in my mind because they've always had a pretty good program over there. What do you say before the game to these girls that, this is a tough team?
Right.
But what do you say to them?
It depends on the group. This group I have right now, this is what we need to do. Focus, work on what you need to accomplish, and let's get a W. And they do it.
But you're a freshman and you're a sophomore. That's a lot different than talking to a 17 and 18-year-old senior. It's really unbelievable that you've accomplished what you have with such young ladies.
Yeah, they're just really competitive and want to win ball games.
Yeah.
And that's fortunate for me, because it's easy. It makes my life easy. And they know the game.
But in most games, O'Brien, you can help me out on this a little bit. If you take a JV team, which you essentially are a JV team, playing against the varsity team, like racing horses is like racing a 2-year-old against a 4-year-old. It's almost unbelievable that a 2-year-old can beat a 4-year-old just because of the maturity level, the confidence level, the experience that they've had. How does a team like this do it, Brian?
It's a mindset. I think before you go into the game, you can't go in and be beat already. You got to go into it and think, we're going to compete. You respect the other team, but don't give them too much respect, and have confidence in your own ability.
Yeah. I smile right now because I have a granddaughter, Maddie, and she loves volleyball. She's only 13, 7th grader at St. Mary's, and they're very competitive. Tori Tacey's on her team. She's got some very good players on that team. But I smile because, in today's world, there's a lot of things that can get you depressed and down. Take a look at Bob for a minute. And anyway, we're not on Facebook, but I'm just teasing you, Bob. I love you. My sister always gives me hell for teasing you like that. But there is so many things that can get a person down. There's so much negativity going on. And the reason I smile is because whenever I go to a ball game, it lifts all the burdens of life off me. And we're in an environment of enjoyment. And isn't that the way like when you go to school, I know you're pretty young to understand sometimes, but adults have gone through a lifelong of ups and downs, disappointments and things that they should be grateful for, but they're not. And then all of a sudden, boom, you go to a ball game and you see these kids brighten the day up and they're out there enjoying it. And this is America. We're living in the greatest nation in the world. And we have that opportunity to express our athleticism, to express our education. Just everything. America gives us that. And I'm really grateful for you girls. It really makes me feel good. And to tell you why I'm smiling is because you guys give me hope. I think we have a great future in America for people like you. But the one thing I want to tell you, don't let it go just at your athletic ability. Take that leadership that your coach is teaching you and your parents are teaching you to be the leaders of America. Don't think you never could be the governor. Don't think you couldn't be a representative, because you are right now being molded into something that God wants you to do in the future to make it a better planet on earth to live in. So it's your environment, not theirs. Remember that. Okay, I'm off that.
Oh, that was good, Pat.
Well, I just love
Where's that
people.
podium at?
You want to take a break and
Yeah, let's take a
we'll
break.
reload
Yeah, I'm
here.
going to have a shot of whiskey and we'll be right back.
Come say cheers at Zott's Bar and Grill in Big Rapids. Great food, great prices, and great people, where everybody knows your name. Zott's, people's choice for best soup. You don't want to miss their award-winning burgers and chili as well. Originally opened in 1933 and serving it up ever since. Seasonal beers on tap. Located at 732 North State Street in Big Rapids. Roxanne and Doug at Zott's Bar and Grill are proud sponsors of the Signature Player of the Week for the Curries Hot Stove League every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. When was the last time you checked your tires? At Big Rapids Tire, they know how important it is to keep your ride smooth, safe, and reliable. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating tough weather, a fresh set of tires ensures you're ready for anything. Their expert team will help you find the perfect tires for your car and get you back on the road with confidence. Brakes, alignments, struts, and shocks, they do those as well. Don't wait for a blowout, or worse, visit Big Rapids Tire for unbeatable prices, quality, and peace of mind. Big Rapids Tire, Northland Drive, just north of town. All right, back on Curries Hot Stove League. Pat, please reintroduce our guest here.
Yeah, Brian, go ahead.
Yep, right.
Oh, okay.
Introduce
thanks.
first and last names.
All right. Kazioka.
No,
Close
Kuzo.
enough.
That's what
Kuzo.
I said.
And Bongard.
And Bongard. And Darling.
Darling. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have the Morley Stand group here.
Yes.
Morley
I got
Stand
one more
group.
question.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
All right. Morley Stand. Sorry. So, success you guys have had this year. Usually you got that unsung teammate or whatever, maybe that doesn't get all the accolades that, some other people get. And I think, a lot of times if you have a successful team, that person is probably more important than anything just because of what they bring to the team day in, day out. So I see all three ladies' heads shaking. We'll start with Lainey. Who do you think that person is?
Like players. Yes.
Yes.
I definitely think Ava Barnes. She always has an attitude, like it's a good attitude, and she always tries to bring everybody up and stuff. It's really nice having a teammate who tries to make you guys push your best and just make you better.
What grade is she in?
She's a sophomore.
Wow. Maddie.
Sage.
Sage Osowski.
She's always doing something to make us laugh. She's
Something crazy.
We know a kid like that.
Yeah, Cooper.
Yeah.
His dad takes it serious as a coach. Coop gets out there, he's a catcher, and he's a very good one. And he's a heck of he reminds me of Rusty Staub. I know you don't know who that was, but he's a designated hitter for the Tigers back in the day. And I watched him last night. I thought, wow, he even swings like Rusty Staub. He puts it out in the field when he hits it, connects it. But, okay.
All right. And Lauren, our coach.
I think Sarah Grondike. She's our left fielder. She's a real quiet leader, but if I need a hit, she hits it. If I need something caught over, even to put her hand over the fence and grab it, she'll go get it. That is one of our biggest leaders, and she doesn't even know it.
Do you think it's important to have the MVP on each team?
No,
I don't either.
I don't like captains either.
I don't either. So how do you elude that then? You don't do that?
I just let them, nope. They all lead in their own
Right.
way. They
Yep.
just don't know it.
Yep. So you don't at the end of the year saying, okay, the most valuable player, and
No.
boom.
Now, all conference, all district, that's different.
Right.
That's through the state and
Yeah.
through our conference, but
Yeah.
that's through stats.
Mm-hmm.
My personal opinion, there's no MVP. There's no,
What's that do to a team, you think, by not having it?
it makes everybody on the same playing field.
Yeah. And what happens when you do have one?
They look at that girl either in a good way or a bad way because they're up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't
then-
want the team divided like that.
And then sometimes the players look at the coach and say, well, he's your favorite, and always has been.
Yep.
And so therefore, it doesn't matter. He only batted .285. He's the most valuable player. We have that in our system in today's world. That's another thing I could touch on another day. But I don't like this all-conference stuff because it is all favorite people. Like Lauren Smith is the coach of Morley Stanwood. Your daughter's playing for you. All of a sudden, she gets all accolades. And all of a sudden, she's All-American. She's All-State, honorable mention, even though she didn't deserve it. But being your coach, you have relationships with the people that are voting you in, that person in.
Sometimes, yes.
Well, it happens in our district, too.
Yeah, it does.
I don't like that because, the other kids that played harder, that actually were better, but come from a home of a average home, they're not going to get that.
Right.
I just don't like it. I don't like the way the format is. But anyway, that's another matter, another day. And we're going to talk on that sometime, Brian. Okay. But anyway, I got to touch on one more thing. Ron Nichols, I interviewed him yesterday.
Was Ron on?
Yeah.
Oh,
and he had some great stories of Big Rapids, and he played ball back in the, I'm going to say late 50s, early 60s. And I asked him who are some of the greater players on your team. And the reason I bring that up, do you know where they were from back in the day? Some of the best athletes? Stanwood, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was before they formed the Morley Stanwood schools.
Right.
Actually, they had Stanwood schools first, then the Morley, and then they combined.
Yep.
And before that, he said, oh yeah, and then he named a few, I think. I'm pretty sure he named a few. But he said, he said, some of our best football players and basketball players from Stanwood, Michigan. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of good blood down there. Like the Bongards, they were down there, and gosh, I can't remember. Hank Ware was from down there, and the Hunty.
Yeah.
He brought up the Hunty's grandpa, I think it was, played for Big Rapids. So I see Tyler Hunty, him and his wife are producing children, and I said, are they probably going to be playing for Big Rapids? Well, traditionally Hunty's play in the Morley Stanwood area.
Correct.
And they probably will be going there. But I'm going to bring it up to him. His great-grandfather was a star athlete in Big Rapids High School.
You
So
think
it's not
that'll
like
change
they'd
his
be
mind, Pat?
Huh?
You think that'll change his mind?
Probably not, but I'm gonna throw it at him anyway. But yes, and then Alexis, you play with Alexis or not?
No, she played with my sisters.
Okay.
But-
And then Alexis played under your mother.
Yeah.
Boy, they had some great teams back then. How does your mother? Does she ever talk about those teams and in your team? All right. See you, Brian. Thank you.
Yeah,
Huh?
they're a big aspect on what she talks about with us because they were such a good team.
And they won all state, didn't they? They
Yeah.
state championship.
That was the first state champ team,
Yeah,
yes.
them and then Ashley Hunty won the next one, or won the one before.
They won 2 in a row.
Well, they're like 2 years apart.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. But boy, that put the program right on the map, didn't it? Yeah. So she does once in a while will bring that up and say this is why they were so good.
Yeah, and Lexi Hunty's our assistant coach for volleyball too.
And that's not fair then.
No.
She should be in Big Rapids. No, I'm just teasing. We got some pretty good athletes in Big Rapids coming up, and I think that program's going to grow with Emily Van Koolen. She's our coach now. She's very competitive, played at Ferris, knows the game real well, so Big Rapids is pretty lucky to have her. But most importantly, I think we're just luckier than heck to have these great parents like you. I just think we have some great people in Big Rapids, and you guys are the leaders. Believe it or not, you're really instilling in nurturing these girls to be good people coming up. Bob, do you have any questions for the girls?
I don't. I think you've pretty much covered everything. That's good. Yeah.
Well, it's been a good program. Anybody you want to thank today, girls, before you go off there? And hopefully, you're only a freshman, you're a sophomore. You guys are going to be back with Lauren, the coach from Morley Stanwood volleyball team here in Michigan. Put us on the map. And what are you thinking? Let's see, 2 years you'll be a senior.
Yeah.
Or you'll be a junior next year.
Yeah.
So you got 2 more years. We're not counting this year out yet. But where do you see what is your greatest achievement that you're going to want that senior year?
Go all the way.
All the way.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think you guys can do it, eh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got some good people coming up, like Lexi Bongard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have some younger girls that are freshmen coming
Yeah.
up? So you're going to be stacked.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a dilemma on cuts, Lauren?
I don't think so, just because of that JV program, giving those other girls a chance to develop their skills a little more, and I think we should be good.
Yeah. Volleyball, your mother, does she have to worry about cuts?
No, not really. She might this year though, because we have a couple people and a foreign exchange student coming.
Okay, from Sweden, 6'8".
That would be nice.
Yeah, really. Do they have a JV program?
Very
they
good
doing
program,
volleyball?
too. Good coach.
And then in the middle school, they have a volleyball
Yeah.
program there too?
Yeah. And then 5th and 6th grade below that too.
Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but they said that in the maternity hospital here in that ward that when a Morley Stanwood child comes, they give them a little volleyball. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
And they start playing volleyball at the age of birth. Yeah, that's what I was telling everybody in Big Rapids. I think the reason they're so good down there is because they get a ball as soon as they're born. Everybody, yeah, it's great though. I'm really happy for you guys down there. You know, I think that Reed City's been a rivalry for us for many, many years, and Ron talked about that too. That was the biggest rivalry. Who is Morley Stanwood's biggest rivalry?
I'd say Kent City overall.
Definitely.
Now that Reed City and Big Rapids aren't in our district anymore.
Why is that? Because of population?
They split it in two. They do that once in a while.
Oh, but Kent City's a bigger school.
It is, but it's on that side.
But
Like-
how big is that compared to Morley Stanwood?
Oh, I'd have no idea.
Yeah.
Not too much.
It's not much
No.
bigger, no.
No, but they're very competitive.
Yeah. But
And
they're
they-
all really good athletes, too.
Are they?
And nice athletes.
Yeah.
Nice people.
They're nice.
Yeah.
Do you ever congratulate them when?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do.
We're really good friends with most of them.
Good for you. Or
Yeah.
do you play travel with them?
No, just like over the years, just playing against them
Now you're playing travel team right now too. Then
for volleyball, yeah.
for volleyball, do you
Yeah.
go to Grand Rapids then?
Muskegon.
Oh, Muskegon,
Yeah.
in and out. What do they call that?
Inside out.
Inside. I've been there. It's a very nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the
Yeah.
outside that place. Yeah, inside out. That's quite the place, isn't
Yeah.
it? You go there a lot then, every week?
Yeah, like 3 times a week.
Okay,
Outside
Mom
for
takes you down
practice.
there?
Yeah.
How does she find time to do that and with all her chores that she has?
I don't even know.
She makes it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
That's called love.
Yeah.
Yeah, dedication, love. All right, Bobby, it's 5 minutes to 10. We're going to let you go. Before I go, though, I want to know your 2 favorite songs, and that's what we're going to play at the end of this show here. So, do you have a song that you love the most? And it can't be one of those bebops. It's got to be country. Laney Wilson or Toby Keith or Johnny Cash or...
In other words, it has to be one of Pat's favorite
Well, hey,
songs.
the Eagles. I love the Eagles. I love Boston. I love rock. Soul music. I
Anyway.
love that.
All right, we'll talk about that after.
All right, what song?
Probably something from Megan Maroney.
You know that one, Bob?
No, I don't.
I don't know.
Zach Bryan. You got
Yeah.
Who?
it? Zach Bryan.
Okay.
Zach Bryan. All right, we'll see what we can do. I don't know if we have that in the library.
Lauren, last words?
No, thanks for having us, Pat. We
Oh,
enjoyed
God.
it.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. And let's make sure I get their names because they are Zot's signature players of the week. So.
Yep. You guys get a free hamburger at Zot
Yep.
and half off on their fries. Oh, they don't have fries.
Yep.
No, soup.
Chips.
I'm just teasing.
Chips.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thanks a lot. Congratulations on a great year, and hopefully we'll have you back on after you win that state title.
Oh, yeah.
If not before, at least in your senior year, we want you back here because you guys have accomplished so much already. At your age, it's unbelievable. I'm still trying to attain that goal. God bless you, Bobby. God bless Morley Stanwood and the coach here and the players.
And
Have a
brought to
great
you
day.
by Zot's right here in Big Rapids and by Big Rapids Tire and also by Hooked at Curries.
Hooked at Curries.
Pete, why do you come to Curries?
I go in there for breakfast every single morning, Pack, except the week. Well, on Sunday. I usually go to church. But I love that scrambled eggs and bacon and toast. Homemade.
Wednesday morning sun is rising.